I have some basic HR data and I'm going to show you some tricks you have probably never seen before. Let's go. Let's start with the first trick where I have two conditions. The first one is I want a male and second one is the salary is less than 55k. Now the catch is I want to return this emoji only when one out of two conditions is met. If both of them are met, I don't want it. And if zero is met, I don't want it. So a lot of you're gonna go and start writing an if with an or, and that's not the right approach. Let me show you. So if you just check, for example, for a male, M in double quotations, comma, and then the salary is less than 55,000, close parenthesis, comma, we get the emoji. I'll show you where I got it from in a bit. F4 to fix it, double quotation to return nothing if it's false. Now we can just double click and you will see where the problem lies. Here, I have a male and less than 55. Both conditions are met. I don't want the emoji. So what to do in this case? Don't start going to and, or, etc. You'll go crazy. So what you can do is use a formula called XOR. So XOR will only return true if one condition is met out of all the conditions you will specify. You can see one letter can make a big difference. So I just changed this to XOR and I double click. You can see that this one vanishes. Magic. Now, let me show you. If you go to any website on the internet, there are a lot of them. I will put the link of this one to the description. You can just select any emoji like this, and then you right click and you can copy paste it. Let's go to the second one where I have three conditions and I want to return this symbol only when at least two are met. So how to do this? Let me show you. We start here with the department. Is equal to, open parenthesis, we select the department, is equal to production. In my case, this is correct, this is true in the first one. So here we close parenthesis, we get true. Now in Excel, true is equal to 1, false is equal to 0. And if you have a number above 1, again it's considered true. So here I can add my second criteria. Plus, the year of joining is 2011. So here, I'm just going to use year. Take the date of hire and say is equal to 2011, close parenthesis, this is again true, press enter, you get 2. Why? Because this is true, so that's a 1, plus another true, that's a 1, that's 2. Now let's add the third one, which is false in this case, so the salary is above 70k. So we take the salary, we do above 70,000, close parenthesis, press enter, you get 2, because this is false, this is a 0. Now, since I have this, I can add an if. So if, open parenthesis. Now, I'm going to add a parenthesis here and close it and say this is bigger or equal than 2. Now, I'm checking whether my criteria, my three criterias, if I'm checking them, they will return more than 2. In my case, the first one, it is 2 because 2 of them are true. If it's the case, let's get the symbol. There you go, F4, comma, and then nothing if it's not the case. Close parenthesis, you get the symbol, double click, and you can see you get it wherever at least 2 are correct. How do you get the symbol? Let's go to insert, you have symbol, and you can select one of them. Let's go to the third one where I want to check whether my date of hire is between the 1st of Jan 2011 and the 30th of June 2011. Now I'm gonna use a median formula instead of using AND formulas, etc. No need to overcomplicate your formula. At the beginning, you're gonna pull your hair, you're gonna tell me I don't understand anything, but don't worry, I will write it and then I will explain it. So what do we do in this case? We go here, is equal to if, open parenthesis. For my logical test, I want median, open parenthesis. We want numbers. Now dates are numbers in Excel. So the first one is the date of hire, comma. The second one is this one. So we're going to use date 2011, 1-1, close parenthesis. And then for the other date, we're going to say 2011, month 6 and day 30. Close parenthesis. This is the median. We need to close parenthesis again. Now, if this whole thing is equal to the date of hire, then we give the award, F4, otherwise nothing. Close parenthesis, press enter. So here you get an award because it's in the middle, you can see it. Now, how does median work? Let me show you. If you have three numbers, for example 1, 75 and 8. If we use the median, what happens? If I have three of them, we select the three, close parenthesis, it gives you the number in between. Now you can draw a parallel with this. If my date of hire is between those two dates, the median formula will give me the date of hire. This is why I am checking whether this median formula, all this is giving me this date, which is D4 in this case. If it's the case, so it's in the middle, then give me the award. Otherwise, don't give me the award. As simple as this. Let me just delete this and let's go to the next one where I want to pay a bonus percentage different based on the department. So instead of having an if within an if, that's too complicated, we can use an if-s formula. Let me show you. Equal if-s open parenthesis. We're gonna check if the department is equal to IT/IS. If it's the case, value if true, then we want 3%, comma. Then you have another logical test, so we check the department again, is equal to production. In this case, that's 2%, comma, and then you need the rest. For the rest, it's 1%. How do you use rest in this if-s formula? Well, you can use this hack, which is true. What happens? If the first condition is false, it will check the second one. If the second one is false, it will check the third one and so on. But now when you are checking, you are returning true anyways. So it will not check anything else. It will give you whatever you have here because it's always true, which is 1%. This is the trick. Press enter and here you get 2%. Double click, you will get the numbers. Let's go to the next one, which is really interesting. So here I want to pay an extra bonus if the person's name is in this list. How can I check this? Well, we can use COUNTIF. So we can do if, COUNTIF for my logical test, you open parenthesis, for the range, you go to this list, select this, F4, comma, for the criteria, you just select the name. Now, if this is true, that will give you 1, 2, 3, whatever, so it will give you a positive number. So more than 0, you found it. If you found it, you will give an extra bonus, F4. Otherwise, nothing, close parenthesis. And there you go. So you can just double click and you will see this person, for example, will get an extra bonus because the name is here. Now you can make this a bit fancier. How? Well, if you see this formula, if it's correct, in this case, I don't find the name, so I get 0. But if I find the name, for example, here, you can see this is the one. And by the way, I have a newer version of Excel. This is why I can see this. If you don't have, you can just select the cell and go to formulas, evaluate formula. That's the same concept. But in my case, I'm getting a 1. We said that for Excel, a 1 is true, a 2 is true, etc. So I don't need to check whether it's bigger than 0 because anyways, I'm getting a 1, right? So I can just delete this and make it fancy. Now, if you double click, you'll get the same result and you can just drag it up, you get the same result. If you want to be sure, just add bigger than 0, up to you. Next one, I want to get the median salary of the production department. So instead of just selecting the employees, copy pasting, doing the median, you can do it in one go. Let me show you how to do this. First of all, we're just gonna do median of all salaries. So those are all the salaries. We just select them, close parenthesis, press enter. You get this median. What you could do is add an if formula inside and you will get the production one. How to do this? If, open parenthesis, we need a logical test. So here we're gonna select all departments and say if this is equal to production, so let's type production and let's just put a comma. So here we just close this, press enter and you get it. What has happened here? Let me show you. So if I just select this part, you can see I get a bunch of true and false. The first one is true because this is the production on line 4. The second one is ITIS, so it's a false because this is line 5 and so on. Now, whenever you are checking this, it will automatically give me the salary corresponding to the same row if it's a true. So for example, the first one is production, it will give me 62,000. And then once you have all the salaries that you want, you can just calculate the median. Let me show you. If we just take this one and see what happens, you see you get the 62,000 first, then you get a false because this is not a production department, then 64,000 something, it's production and so on. And you get the median. Now I have a newer version of Excel, so I get the number. If you have an older version of Excel, what you need to do is select the formula and then you do Ctrl Shift Enter instead of Enter, you get those curly brackets and you get it correctly. Last one, I want to highlight everybody who has a name that contains AC. How to do this? Well, we can use wildcards. Let me show you. So we can do if, open parenthesis. Here we need a logical test. So I'm going to use the count if technique that I used before. I'm going to try to see whether I get a number above 0. So here we used count if, open parenthesis. What is my range? This is the name, comma. The criteria is the following. We open double quotations. I want any number of random characters. It could be 0, so that's a star. And then I want AC. Then any number of random characters after AC, so that's another star. There you go. So if this count if is bigger than 0, again, if you saw what I did previously, I can just omit this, up to you, comma, value if true, we get the flag, and then nothing if it's false. As simple as this. Let's see if it works. You can see we get the flag for those people.